I'ma treat you like in my last cigarette. 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 I'ma treat you like
hope it don't end the
in my last
same
cigarette.
way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma
like
treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day.
I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. 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 I'ma treat you
Hope it don't end the
in my last
same
cigarette.
way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day.
I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. 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 I'ma treat you
Hope it don't end the
in my last
same
cigarette.
way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day.
I'ma treat you
I'ma treat it,
in my last cigarette.
about to start another day.
I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. I'ma treat you in my last cigarette.
What is up? What is up? We back, Black. Made it another day.
About to start another day.
Man, what is going on? What is going on?
Last cigarette.
Man. Another day, another 10 cent. Did he come back today? I bet you niggas was hoping that he came back. All them niggas running around acting a goddamn fool at that goddamn Astro-world shit. That's what y'all niggas get. Go to bed. Shit. Instead of want to take your bitch ass out there, and that's what y'all get.
Last cigarette.
Nigga, I don't feel bad for them people. Y'all niggas need to understand, man. Some of that shit ain't for us. Let them motherfuckers be up there acting a fool. And all I saw, we gonna get on that shit today. All I saw was a whole bunch of white Hispanics breaking the gates down, trying to get in there. I saw a couple brothers, but it was more white Hispanics going crazy over Travis Scott.
In my last cigarette.
And all they gonna do is blame it on him anyway. All those deaths is gonna be pinned on him.
Hope it don't end the same way.
Y'all niggas better wake up and stop going to these functions. You better have a function at your house and get you some E40 wine and get you a little bit of weed and some shit and have you a good old day at your crib. Stop going to these motherfucking functions where you know the security. I'm watching. And then they got police on horses. Now, how is the police on a horse gonna stop a person? But they sure didn't shoot nobody as they was running in there. They just let these motherfuckers kill themselves.
About to start another day.
Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Shawnee, filling the building, Erica, Tasha, Miss Wendy, Tamisha. Just got done making some CMOS right now. Shout out to No Compromise, man. That's my brother. 066, I fuck with you too. Shout out to everybody out there that's handling business. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Sunday school teachers out there. I remember it was a bitch at my church that was teaching Sunday school and trying to act like she was all saved and want to go to heaven. This bitch fucking my brother. I'm like, bitch, you not going to heaven. Definitely if you ain't let me fuck. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody that's at church. It's probably Sunday school probably over. They probably still, nigga probably still preaching, huh? But anyway, shout out to everybody out there, man. Let me plug this shit in. But yeah, man, a lot of shit going on right now. We gonna get into it. We gonna talk about it. Man, let me see. This plug don't work. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm about to say. Shout out to everybody out there that's handling business at the Core Plantation. If you're at the Core Plantation, I'll fuck with you. Shout out to everybody that understands that if you're not replacing the system of racism and white supremacy, then what the fuck are you doing? We ain't gonna be on here long. I'm just finna get it in real good. I just want to check in with everybody. We gonna touch on a plethora of things right now. So here, let me cut this clown ass shit down. All right. All right, let me cut this shit down, man. Man. Yeah, man, making that sea moss and shit for the homegirl tie-in, you know, for Tamisha, my fan bam. So I got to get it mailed to you. So I'll email you when I, you know, mail it out and shit. You know what I'm saying? We just try to make sure we get the, you know, the ice packs and get everything popping. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, look at me. I'm just on some bullshit right now. But anyway, before we get on Astro-world, there was something else that I wanted to discuss. And what I wanted to discuss was the Phoenix Suns owner. How come ain't nobody talking about that? Yeah, I know that Travis Scott thing was big, and we gonna discuss that. But I definitely want to talk about the Phoenix Suns owner who was saying all this nigga shit. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yup. Y'all know the Phoenix Sun owner. Let me see. What was that nigga's name? I know. Shout out to my brother of No Compromise. Let's see what we can find. Yeah, cause that's that. Yeah. Cause it said even Colin Kaepernick spotted them saying some sucker shit. This motherfucker, the Phoenix Suns owner, they was playing Golden State in like 2016 or some shit like that. And he comes back in the locker room when they lose, talking about, well, why come he can't run up and down the court and say nigger. And I guess shout out to Earl Watson. He's black and Hispanic. Shout out to Earl Watson. And Earl Watson said, hey, man, don't say that shit. And then he said it again. He said, hey, man, don't fucking say that shit. And then, see, he didn't like Earl Watson because Earl Watson was being represented by Clutch Sports, which is, you know, LeBron James's thing with Rich Paul. And, you know, basically he don't like no niggas. Then he was doing, see how they trap you? Then he was rallying up a lot of the strippers in Phoenix and trying to get them to have babies with the players so these niggas had to stay there. Oh, man, he was a motherfucker. Let me see if I can find some on.
Interviewed by ESPN, recount they felt was in.
Here we go.
The Phoenix Suns for the first time.
Here we go. Yeah, we about to get on the Phoenix Suns.
To the NBA Finals.
The Phoenix Suns began this season as defending Western Conference champions. A team riding high with the veteran presence of all-time great Chris Paul, a young star in Devin Booker, a top coach in Monty Williams, and reigning Executive of the Year, James Jones.
All niggas.
But an ESPN investigation has revealed that the Suns' success alongside a sometimes toxic and hostile workplace under majority owner Robert Sarver.
Exactly. Look, he hired all niggas, but that don't mean he like you. This is business.
More than 70 current and former employees interviewed by ESPN recounted conduct by Sarver they felt was inappropriate and misogynistic, including the use of the N-word and lewd comments made during staff meetings. Former Suns head coach Earl Watson told ESPN that Sarver once used the slur after a game.
Uh-huh.
You know, why does Draymond Green get to run up the court and say N-word? Sarver, who is white, allegedly said, repeating the N-word several times in a row. You can't say that, Watson, who is black and Hispanic, told Sarver. Why? Sarver replied. Draymond Green says N-word. You can't exploit.
So, you wouldn't say no slur against no Jewish motherfucker, and they tell you don't say that. You say, well, why I can't say it? Y'all say it? Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Say that, Watson said again. Sarver denied he used the N-word through his legal team, saying this is absolutely untrue. Sarver said he talked with the Suns player who had received a technical foul during the game for using the N-word, questioning why he had received a technical when other players who say it do not. The player, through his agent, told ESPN that he does not recall speaking to Sarver that night.
Exactly.
I've never called anyone or any group of people the N-word, or referred to anyone or any group of people by the N-word, either verbally or in writing. Multiple Suns employees also recounted inappropriate conduct from Sarver, such as him once passing around a picture of his wife in a bikini to employees and speaking about sex with his wife. We're passing it around like a hot potato. Like, what in the hell are we supposed to do with this? That was just, one early glimpse at the man. Sarver, through his legal team, told ESPN the moment has been twisted into something more nefarious than it was, and that he has never discussed his sex.
That motherfucker, that's bullshit. That motherfucker he was just good old boy, just running his own thing there. And motherfucker's like, dude, what is you doing? That's why when you go to do your job and go home, don't even look, I'll tell you like this. I remember one time they had a presentation. They wanted us all to do kind of like presentations, basically be nosy. As Neely Fuller Jr. talks about, you don't discuss your personal life, right? They want us to do a PowerPoint presentation. So I'm looking at other people, they showing their family and friends and stuff like that. And hey, no diss to nobody else. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Y'all know what I did? I put a whole bunch of picture of books up and did a whole bunch of quotes and talked about books that I've read. I didn't put no pictures up of my family members or none of that shit. Nigga, that ain't your motherfucking business. And that's the problem. Motherfuckers get around these motherfucking dominant society motherfuckers and start telling all your business. Don't tell all your business. You don't know these people. You don't know these people. And they can do that. You can't. And I'll never forget it. I was talking about, I even listed the book, The Kabbalion. I put pictures of a money. I used the quote, two roads diverge in the yellow woods. I took the one less travel. And let me tell you something. Good and damn well after I did that, because everybody else was showing pictures of their family. After I did that, then they have, when they like want to have their little coaching, counseling sessions with you, what I'm saying, to see where you at. And they're like, oh, I noticed that, your presentation was really good. It was really different. Yep, it was. You didn't have no pictures. Nope, I didn't have no pictures. Yeah, we know. Yeah, because show me the policy that states we ain't got to do all that. Nigga, motherfucker, you want to show your family and all this other shit, then go ahead and do that. But nigga, I'm here to get a paycheck and get the fuck up out of here. I'm not here to be discussing all my personal business. And that's the majority owner. So he can do whatever the fuck he want to do. And if niggas, and let me tell you something, that should have gave everybody right there like, okay, this the type of motherfucker we dealing with. Oh, this is an arrogant motherfucker who's trying to get somebody. This is a trap door. So you gonna send pictures out of your bitch out. You gonna put pictures of your bitch out. So you want to see who want to fuck. And then boom, once you get them into your little web, then now you got them. That's all that shit was. That's all it was.
Life in the office. A retailer sent my wife and me a sample along with a brochure, and I took a picture of her in the sample. I took the brochure and picture of her and gave it to the people at the Suns in charge of overseeing merchandise with the message, here's the catalog, this is what the swimsuit looks like, and if you have any interest in carrying this line in the team shop, then here's the number to call. Multiple current and former employees also told ESPN about conduct by other members of the Suns leadership team that they felt contributed to the work environment.
Facts. See, ESPN got to investigate a motherfucker. Where the fuck is Adam Silver? Just like, what's up, David Stern? That punk motherfucker. Another white Jewish man. Who know what the fuck these white Jewish people and these white owners are doing, but you don't give a fuck. So fuck that motherfucker too.
While none said Sarver was involved in those incidents, many felt that Sarver's own conduct contributed to a culture that affected how some other managers within the organization treated their employees. They said they don't know how no one has ever been held accountable. If the commissioner comes in and investigates to see what the expletive is going on in Phoenix, he would be appalled. Jason Rowley, president and CEO of the Suns, defended Sarver. This story is completely outrageous and false. It doesn't represent at all the Robert Sarver I've worked alongside of for 15 years. He's not a racist and he's not a sexist.
So what does that mean? And see here, I forgot, it was somebody else that was defending him in the NBA.
Just an expansive investigation. 17 years Sarver has been there, but even as much of a decade that people are consistently saying this has been going on.
And this is a mammy too
so the
talking.
next question has to be impact. Immediate impact and future long-term impact. What can we expect that to be at this early stage, Woj?
Well, I think the immediate impact, you start with the reaction of the team, and there's significant leadership and on that team. James Jones as general manager, Monty Williams, their head coach, and Chris Paul, the star player in Phoenix, who was a leader of a Clippers team, that were part of a similar NBA investigation into Donald Sterling. So he has been through this. James Jones, Monty Williams, I know that they have talked to their players in the lead up to this story about how they might react, but certainly we'll see how they.
But that doesn't matter though. Cause here it was, I forgot. It was that white boy, Rex Chapman. That motherfucker. Oh, I was with him, man. Fuck you, Rex Chapman. See, that's why I don't like motherfuckers coming on our side and then want to, act like they down with black folk and melanated culture and all this other shit. And then when a white motherfucker come out that allegedly could be racist, sometimes shut the fuck up. But white people, they gonna stay on coast, so they quick to defend another white motherfucker. Oh no, I was around him for 15 years. Well, he's white and you're white, so he's not even gonna come off that way to you. As Nelly Fuller Jr. says, until a white supremacist, until a white person proves to you that they're not a racist, they're a suspected white supremacist. So all of them general managers and owners, first of all, look at the league. It's 90% niggas, but it's 99% white coaches that were bums in fucking NBA. Steve Kerr was a fucking bum. Trust me. Yeah, look, I watched the Bulls in the 90s. Steve Kerr wasn't shit. And the nigga came in when Jordan and them had already won the championship, and he riding around like he done something. Man, get the fuck out of here. You was a bum. You was a bum. Period. No, you wasn't you were a bum who just happened to play with the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball. Stop. You're not a great coach, and that's why niggas be arguing with you. A lot of these coaches, they were bums. They weren't like Pat Riley and Phil Jackson and all them, and that doesn't mean that they're not a part of the system of racism and white supremacy, because they looking at you as a workhorse. So remember that shit. That's a fact.
View things, and then longer term, listen, the Board of Governors, the other NBA owners are certainly going to have opinions about what they see in the piece, and then I think leaning on Adam Silver and the league to conduct an investigation, see what they're able to find out additionally, or what's corroborated in the reporting. And I think this is a story that's going to be with us for some time, Sage.
I guess. Man, get the fuck out of here. Let's cut the music back on, man. They about to make excuses.
Can we preserve our...
They about to make excuses for this motherfucker, man. I just thought I wanted to touch on that a little bit before we get into the regular topic, because I just thought it was so funny that here we are. We have another goddamn fucking racist. They all are like that. They're all that way. It was funny. I was watching Kanye West on Drink Champs, and it was a very good interview. I like what he said. It was about Steve Rifkin, one of them white boys, who was basically talking shit about Dame Dash, telling Kanye, oh, Dame is in your pockets and all that. And Kanye West said, you shut the fuck up and don't worry about what the fuck Dame Dash is doing. Nigga, I'm a billionaire, so as long as I got it, Dame will always have it. That's what I'm talking about sticking together. Whether we agree with each other or not. Behind closed doors, we can have those conversations. But in public, we got to show solidarity. And that's what needs to start happening. We got to stop getting in front of the public and having these public disagreements. Have them privately. Especially when you're dealing with white people that are around our culture and feel like they can say and do whatever when it comes to black people. Especially the white Jewish motherfuckers. To me. They the main ones. They come around black people and act like they all good and all this bullshit, and they quick to call a nigga and have all these racist views towards you, and then as soon as you be like, well, fuck you, Jew motherfucker, then it's like, oh, you anti-Semitic and all this bullshit. You can't even stand with Farrakhan. You can't even say hello to Farrakhan. It's like, it's crazy to me. It's almost insane. You know what I mean? If it's that deep, then why the fuck do y'all got general? Then nigga, y'all shouldn't have Volkswagen out here in the United States of America. The fuck is Volkswagen doing out here? If y'all, that's anti-Semitic too. Man, get the fuck out of here. These fucking NBA players need to wake the fuck up. That motherfucker was racist, and he probably did say that shit. What the fuck do Earl Watson got to lie for? Earl Watson, what the fuck he need to lie about? And Earl Watson probably did check the shit out of him. Like, hey man, don't say that shit. Well, I don't understand. Well, no, well, get the fuck out of my face. Don't say that shit. Just like that interview that Baron Davis had on All the Smoke about that owner of the New Orleans Pelicans. And he was like, dog, if you take one more step, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, man. Don't play with me, man. And that motherfucker knew. Because them owners ain't shit. Just like that minority owner of Golden State who pushed Kyle Lowry. And they just suspended him for a game or some shit like that. No, he should have been suspended for the season. He should have been able to come back to a game. You can't put your hands on a player. Now, suppose Kyle Lowry would have beat the fuck out of him. You don't do that shit, man. And all Adam Silver gonna do is, well, he might not be able to sweep this one under the rug. Just like they did Donald Sterling. They made him sell his team. Wow. They didn't make him come out and apologize. But they made him sell his team. That's the shit that be having me dying laughing. They didn't make him apologize, but they made him sell his team. Donald Sterling probably right now is still one of the richest men in LA probably. And motherfuckers don't even know it. So remember that. Phoenix Suns, all these Genie Busts, they racist too. Fuck Genie Busts. That's why I don't be into basketball like that. After that Magic Johnson shit, I was over it. After Magic Johnson had to go on public television and be like, you know what, I have decided to resign. It's just too much drama. Motherfucker talking shit about me. I'd rather Genie Bus be my friend. Every time I wanted to fire this person, a white guy had to be in there. Every time I wanted to fire Luke Walton, another white guy had to be in there. That's racism. Because if it would have been a nigga in there, they didn't have no problem firing Byron Scott. With no problem. And that was a Laker great. But when it came to Luke Walton, who wasn't shit, Luke Walton was a fucking bench warmer. He was horrible in the 90s. I thought he was god-awful. He was terrible. He fucking had butterfinger hands. He just was a horrible basketball player to me. I just don't think he was a good basketball player. He may be cool, but he wasn't a good basketball player. Not to me. Not to be on that dynasty in the fucking early 2000s. And they just paid this nigga $30 million, sit on the bench. Get the fuck out of here, man. Because your daddy wasn't shit either, nigga. It's just, we got to wake up and understand, man. This is racism, white supremacy. Stop taking a blue pill smoothie and take a red pill for one. Ah, damn. And wake the fuck up, man. Oh, man, what's going on, Screwhead? I didn't even see you right there. They getting ready to blame somebody, saying hi, nap time. Stop frowning. They trying to say that Travis Scott concert was a sacrifice. Nigga, you stupid Screwhead, nigga. This nigga's a fool. And now we about to get into the crux, man. The Travis Scott concert. I think this is another form of racism, white supremacy. They about to blame him because of those motherfuckers acting a fool. They about to blame him. Now here's the thing. Travis Scott didn't put no gun in those people's head and make them act a fool and get into a trance and want to trample all everybody and stampede all over. That's on them people, man. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think we as a group and we as people, as a racial group, sometimes we got to just fall back and be like, nah, man, I ain't fucking with no shit like that. That's going to be way too many people. There's going to be way too much bullshit going on. They ain't going to have enough police officers. They ain't going to have enough shit. And you might not know this, but they might have wanted that shit to happen. Like, good, that's what these dumb motherfuckers get. I bet you they won't do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Because the clips that I saw, police were on horses. They couldn't even stop people from running in there because they were on horses. So what you gonna do? Trample all over people or shoot them? And you're not finna do that because those were niggas really doing that. There was a lot of Latino brothers and sisters that was stampeding in there. And I think that's why they allowed it to go on. And my question is always gonna be this. When are we gonna learn, like, Nah, I ain't fucking with that shit. Some things you just should fuck with. Like certain things, like, nah, man, I ain't gonna fuck with that. That's way too many people. You know what I mean? I remember when I went to the Roots concert in 2003, and it was too crowded in there, and my ass was trying to stand by the door. Just in case if a nigga got to tripping in that motherfucker, man. 'Cause you know, niggas is smoking and drinking, and you know, niggas get to tripping and get the ego tripping when they didn't have a little drink in them and a little smoke in them. So I'm like, man, let me make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm by one of these motherfucking exits. If I gotta jump on stage, I'm the fuck out of here. Cause you don't know, man. You just don't know. I'm a scary nigga. Fuck that. Nigga, I'm not finna just be all comfortable and in the zone. Shit, nigga. Fuck that shit. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Fuck all that. Here, let me play. I'm gonna play some of this by the fire department so y'all can hear what the fuck he's saying.
At about 50,000 people that attended this venue. It was an outdoor concert event, and
50,000 motherfucking people. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with 50,000 motherfucking people, but after that shit out here that happened at that country shit out here, and that nigga went and dumped on all those people, I'm good on the concerts, my nigga. Y'all can Zoom that shit or Facebook Live it or do something else. I'm good with all that. That's way too many people, and that's a cesspool full of death. So I'm good, nigga.
crowd, for whatever reason, began to push and surge towards the front of the stage or towards the stage, which caused the people in the front to be compressed, and they were unable to escape that situation. That incident caused a lot of additional panic in the crowd, and as people began to fall out and be compressed, and it quickly overwhelmed the security that was hired for that venue. So, and the people that were falling out, again, the numbers just increased. There were scores of individuals that were injured, and it quickly overwhelmed the medical component that was hired by the promoters to be present for that venue. The Houston Fire Department and Houston Police Department responded
He said a whole lot. God damn. And god damn, man, spit it out. Stuttering Stanley.
As soon as the number of injured became overwhelming for those companies, and we ended up transporting about 23 people in serious condition. 11 of those were critical. We were doing CPR en route to the hospital. Sadly, 8 of those individuals to this point have succumbed to their injuries and have died. That number may change because, as I mentioned, the others were in critical condition. But at this point, we have 8 confirmed fatalities, and we have scores of other individuals that were injured in some fashion throughout the course of that day.
Wow, man. Here, now let's discuss some shit. Here, let's cut the music on. Now let's discuss some shit, man. Let's discuss some shit. Now, this is what I think. Nigga. I'm talking to niggas right now. Why would y'all take y'all dumbasses out there and do that shit, man? Like, y'all niggas know what the fuck is going on. Y'all should expect the unexpected when you out there with 100,000 people. That's 50,000 people out there. Drunk, high. You don't know what these motherfuckers is on. You don't know what the fuck these people are on. You don't know if it's agent provocateurs there that want to cause the stampedes. You got people with their kids there. It's like, man, come on, man. Sometimes we got to be smarter than the average, man. We got to stop allowing motherfuckers to hit us with the okie doke, man. I would have been like, nah, man, I'm good. Or I'm going to stay behind and watch. I'm going to be by the exit. Motherfuckers want to be front row, and it's like, my thing is this: you can't blame that shit on Travis Scott, nigga. That's on all them dumbass agent provocateurs that was probably there inciting the stampedes and shit. Cause niggas do sucker shit like that, man. Niggas are agent provocateurs. They'll go there just to start some shit. We gotta wake up, man. I don't know if it was like Screwhead said. I don't know if it's no sacrifice, but I'm just telling you my perspective. Nigga, I went to the Roots concert at I forgot what that restaurant is in Mandalay Bay. I forgot what it's called. It was they have a lot of venues there. I'm blanking on it right now. But when I went to the Roots concert, nigga, I wasn't comfortable, nigga. I had a Midori sour type shit, nigga. I was like, all right, let me have this little Midori sour. Cause I was drinking before I went in there. I had a couple of drinks before I went in there. And once I went in there, I got focused. Cause it's kind of dark in there. It's the House of Blues. It was dark as a motherfucker in there. And I'm like, well, nigga, it's dark in here. And you don't know what the fuck niggas got going on. And you know, nigga get to acting the fool, stampede right away. So that's why I'm like, you know what, man, nah. So I kind of stood back. And then when the concert was kind of over with, and I, you know, my scary ass, when I figured, okay, we kind of straight. Then I kind of worked my way up more closer. But then I'm thinking like, okay, if I had to jump on stage and get up out of here with the Roots, then nigga, I'm running out of here with the Roots, nigga. Like, man, come on. And that was in 03. That's when niggas wasn't doing shit like that. But now that y'all know motherfuckers is prone to doing this type of sucker shit, it's like, man, come on. And you know they gonna blame Travis Scott. Oh, they gonna blame him no matter what. He's gonna be the poster boy for this shit. I bet you won't do this shit no more. And it wasn't even niggas who wrecked the shit. It was other racial groups. Y'all just watch those videos of motherfuckers running in the concert acting like acting like they crazy. It's so funny. Niggas want to act like they crazy over Travis Scott, but niggas don't want to act crazy over this jab. Why don't y'all act like that over the jab and run in the CDC or some shit? Motherfucker gonna run in there and act a fool over a concert. But niggas talking about, okay, we gonna mandate the jab, but motherfuckers too scared to run in there for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it reminds me of the NBA only making Donald Sterling sell the team, but not making him publicly apologize. It's the same shit. It's like, y'all don't see the disparity in that? So Travis Scott didn't put no gun in those people's heads and make those people run up in there and act a fool. No, them people did that on their own. They did that on their own, man. Those were just wild vigilante individuals. They were probably agent provocateurs. They was probably sent there by somebody else to do that shit and fuck the concert up. Cause all it takes is 2 or 3 people that's fucked up. Let's start a stampede, a mosh pit. Then before you know it, you got 100 people acting a fool with you. Cause that's what happens. I've seen that shit up close. Like, man, I ain't fucking with none of that shit. I've seen that shit on New Year's Eve out here in Vegas. I remember New Year's Eve, me, the homie Joey, it was like 4 or 5 of us, man. This is when it was the old strip. And nigga, we was over there by Imperial Palace, by the Caesar's Palace. Man, all it took was for you to say one thing to a nigga, and a nigga look at another nigga, and before you know it, these niggas is fighting. Now it's a bunch of niggas fighting, because niggas is drunk, niggas is high, niggas is ego tripping. And it's like, man, what the fuck is y'all niggas on? And of course they about to try to blame Travis Scott. It's just to recap on the Phoenix Suns, it was almost like they was trying to blame Earl Watson for defending, you know, the racial disparity that owner was spewing. Like, hey man, don't say that shit. Like, it's like they was trying to blame him. Like, no, nigga. That owner was saying that because he wanted to say it. Fuck the goddamn Phoenix Suns. And fuck all these NBA goddamn teams. Fuck them all, man. Y'all niggas be acting like this is the end all be all. Fuck them. This shit is entertainment, man. For real, for real. What's going on, No Comrades? I see you, my G. Yo, what's good, family? Peace and blessings to everyone listening. No, hey, man, go check out my boy No Compromise, man. His shit is gravy. Even though YouTube be on some sucker shit where you can't leave messages. It won't let you respond to people. It be doing that shit on my page too, man. So, you know, YouTube be doing that sucker shit. But anyway, man, like I said, man, I'm just saying. They're going to blame all this shit on Travis Scott, but I'm blaming the people that was acting a fool at the concert. That's what I'm blaming because, like I said, I went to the Mos Def concert with nobody in there tripping. Nobody was in there tripping. Everybody had their little herb. Niggas had their little drink. And niggas was chilling. Wasn't nobody in there tripping. But it was more of a grown folk thing. And the security in there wasn't no joke either. They throw your ass the fuck up out of there. But the Roots concert was a little bigger. But, you know, I was still hesitant. Because I'm like, I don't know if a nigga can get the tripping in here. You know what I mean? You don't get comfortable like that. And then it's like, then you hear all these stories. Oh my God, you know, we couldn't get out of here and all that stuff. But didn't nobody tell you to go? And when you saw 10,000 people, you should have been looking around like, damn, it's hella people out here. Let me stand back. Let me stand back to make sure shit is copacetic. But if, like I keep saying, they gonna blame Travis Scott because it's a nigga and he had all those people out there. But he didn't have them out there. He didn't tell those people to buy the ticket. He didn't tell those people to do none of that. They did that on their own. They did that on their own. I feel bad for the people that died, but it's like, y'all niggas not understanding how this shit work. Motherfuckers will send agent provocateurs there to act a fool at your concert. Come on, man. You ain't got no agent provocateur meter where you can be like, okay, this is the agent. He gonna act a fool. No. Wake up, man. Stop taking the blue pill. Take the red pill. And another thing, too, man. Stop being so gung-ho to think that everything is all good because everybody like rap. Stop thinking that, man. Like, okay, everything all good. You know, they like rap, I like rap. Man, some of those people probably weren't even there for Travis Scott. They was probably there to start bullshit and sow discord. That's why I kind of really, man, after 2003, I wasn't really, 2003, 4, 5, I went to a couple concerts. By 06, 07, I was over. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll watch the shit on TV, man, or I'm good. And I had stopped going to concert a long time ago. I just was like, I'm good, man. I don't like how crowded it be. Motherfucker get to shooting, acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time, man, I was going to go to this club. It was called The Rock. This is right across the street from UNLV. It was a club called The Rock. And I went there a couple times with my cousin, her ex-boyfriend, and my sister. We went there a couple of times. And it was popping. And then one night I was going to go up there with my homegirls, my homeboys. We was just about to go up there. It was like 5 or 6 of us and go to The Rock. Because The Rock used to be popping. Nigga. Some was just like, nah, man, we going to chill at the Palms. Because I used to hang out at the Palms in Vegas a lot. So I was like, I'm going to just chill at the Palms. So we just chilled at the Palms. Later on that night, my cousin's ex, he had hit me up and he stopped by the house. He had blood all over his t-shirt. This is a true story. And this nigga was like, man, Warren, my nigga, Warren G, I'm glad you didn't go. Because he was trying to get me to go up there. A nigga stepped on a nigga's shoe, came back, opened the door, and started dumping in the club. And the nigga that was right by him, it was blood on his shirt. It's blood on his shirt. The nigga in front of him, he got, I don't know if he went to the hospital, I don't even know if he made it. They closed that club down immediately. It was called The Rock. That's what the club was called. You know what I'm saying? And I just started learning. And then as I got older, I was like, all right, man, I got to start doing something else, man. Maybe I'll just chill because, man, you know, niggas be ego tripping, man. And I feel like that's the thing that we have to understand. When you going into a big space where it's a whole bunch of people, always be looking around. Don't just get so comfortable where you're not looking around what's going on. Always understand what your surroundings are. And I'm going to tell you this. That is not Travis Scott's fault. I bet money they're not going to talk about the people that were stampeding and all that. They're not going to really find you no names. You ain't going to know nothing. They're just going to talk about the people that died, and they probably going to be putting these thoughts in their families' heads of suing. They're probably going to try to sue. They're going to sue somebody for a wrongful death, but ain't nobody going to find the motherfucking agent provocateurs that were starting stampedes and stampeding over people. That's how you get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to be like, oh, well, y'all should have had more security. Y'all should have did this. Y'all should have did that. It's like you can't win for losing. That's why if I was Travis Scott the next time, I'll be like, you know what? Fuck y'all niggas. I just ain't finna do this shit no more. He try to do something for the people, and these motherfuckers go in there and act a fool. Don't blame him. And nigga, because that's what they gonna do. If they don't blame him, I'll be surprised. Like when he came out and had that statement, you could tell his publicist probably said, hey, you gotta come out, make a statement about the families and locating the people that passed away. And that's fucked up, man, that those people passed away. But what's more fucked up is the agent provocateurs creating that atmosphere at somebody's function. I've always been like that, man. Like, don't come over. Like, if I'm doing, like I told y'all before, when I used to live in this spot off Charleston and Rainbow, long time ago. I remember these neighbors. This nigga was always, oh man, you always be having kicking this, man. You always be having kicking. This is a long time ago. It's about 20 years ago. You always be having, you know, brides over and having get-togethers, man. Shit, I should come to. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, these are personal people that I know, and I didn't even know a lot of them. But nah, nigga, you not finna come over here and disrupt the whole shit and get to acting like Ronnie's cousin from Players Club, acting like Junior from Players Club, nigga. Come over here and then the bitch don't want to give you no pussy. You start beating the fuck out of the bitch and get us all hemmed up. You know, the rules was a lot different back then, but nah, I was just very, very particular. Like, nah, nigga. Like, who is that? Nah, he can't come in here. Nah, bro. I don't know you like that, man. I'm sorry, man. I got to get to know you first. You're not finna come in here and do a mosh pit or do some shit. Because, you know, niggas get angry at brides when brides don't want to give them no run. I've seen it. I've seen niggas pull out guns on each other. I've seen crazy shit in parking lots of clubs. That's why when I would park in the parking lot, they used to have this other club called Moose McGillicuddy's across the street from UNLV too. And I used to go there all the time. I seen niggas get into it there and then take it to the parking lot. I'm like, man, see, I'm out of here, man. And that's why I start parking different and parking the other side, because, you know, you got to have an escape route. Because you don't know, you can't judge what other people are going to do. So that ain't, like I said, that's not Travis Scott's fault. That's the agent provocateurs you keep hearing me say. Those are the get your hands out my pocket nigga type motherfuckers. They just want to act a fool in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, man. And the reason why they probably ain't found those motherfuckers is because they ain't black. I bet you if they was niggas acting a fool, they'd have every nigga's facial recognition, face, everything plastered all over TV. These are the people that started the mosh pits and started the stampedes at Travis Scott's thing. But since it was probably wasn't niggas, they're like, okay, well, we just gonna focus on the people that died. And you like, well, Warren, man, ain't no, yeah, it is, man. Cause I watched video. I just watched a clip of the shit on Twitter. It wasn't nothing but white Hispanics acting a fool. I didn't see no niggas in there acting a fool. And that's why I'm like, yeah, I knew this shit was gonna happen. But anyway, man, that is my time. I'm already over by 10 minutes. Hey, man, go read, go look up the shit. Get your reading on. I'm still reading The Sweet Taste of Liberty. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna get that book that Erica was telling me about. Shout out to Erica, Florida in the building, Shawnee in the building, blackandnoble.com. I fuck with everybody. Hey, man, start studying, reading, research for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Go read it for yourself. Just like, you know, I don't claim to know shit, but I can only talk about the books that I have read. Go get The Negro Project, that book about Margaret Sanger. Go get that shit. You know, go get Medical Apartheid by Harriet Washington. These are books that you should be reading and you should know about, because this is about your future and what you gonna teach the person that come behind you. Because if all you teaching the person that come behind you is niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks, you know, and bitches ain't shit too, and, you know, okay, it's more than just that. You need to teach them why you feel the NBA is a farm school for slaves. So y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. Hey, man, for motherfuckers that's like, well, Travis Scott, man, see, that's what he did. You know, he shouldn't have did that. Nah, man, that's a Sambo. That's Sambo talk. He can't control what motherfuckers do at his concert. That's Sambo talk. Guilty, nigga, and I don't fuck with you, man. Have a good Sunday, man. I'm out. Peace.
I'ma treat you like in my last cigarette. 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 I'ma treat you
Hope it don't end
in my
the
last
same
cigarette.
way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like in my last cigarette.
About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way.